Hello, this is Bart Sharp, author of Magic Speaks, with the topic Being in Constant Creative Mode. And some people would say, well, that's impossible to be in constant creative mode. Well, we may not have those great creative ideas that are like kind of epiphanies. That's one type of creativity. But then there's this openness where we see possibilities and our mind flows, and there's a certain ease, and creative ideas and expressions just seem to show up much more fluently. It just happens when we're in that state. And how do we stay there all the time? Well, for starters, it takes a certain strength inside of us. And I'm not talking about physical strength or health strength by eating all the right foods. Those are components. But another thing is there's a constant flow of energy going through us, almost like lines of energy that are happening with us. And we might call it our chakra lines, and then other lines of energy that are more minute, that are constantly flowing through us. And to be able to have all of those turned on is the essential element to having this openness and lightness within us. And it's a wonderful sensation to experience this on a 24-hour basis, 7 days a week. And some of the keys to it is within our emotional world. In other words, we have to have a balance inside of ourselves. And I'm not really talking about happiness, but more like an inner joy inside of us that feels complete and whole inside of ourselves. And the most important thing to having inner joy is to start clearing out those hundreds to thousands of limiting emotions in our lives. So all the things that we have stored away emotionally, that are our hardships, that are the uncomfortable memories of anger or sadness or fears or shame or guilt, depressions, doubt, all of those types of things are like little bitty memories in our bodies, just everywhere inside here, particularly from the solar plexus all the way down to the second chakra. And then that area is where the flow really is most important to work on. So if we're able to start to clear out those emotions in some shape or form, and there's thousands of them, then the flow of life comes into us. It's like being a child again, because a child begins with this clear slate where the flow of life is happening. And it feels magical, and any possibility happens. There's an ease. We are kind of set up into our parasympathetic nervous system type of consciousness. And when we stay there, constant creation happens, because we got these great developed adult minds with all of this information, all of these ideas and concepts, but yet to see them applied in more dynamic ways, to see it outside of the box and be able to apply them in ways we've not thought of. The flow of life and having that ease flow through us will help those things happen. And then they're just popping up all the time. And it's a wonderful state of being to be in, is that constant flow of creativity. So I write about these topics and a lot of other ones in this book called Magic Speaks. And you can learn how you can do this stuff, having a magical life, having this great flow, and a lot of creative ideas with learning these concepts that Magic Speaks speaks about. So this is Bart Sharp, wishing you a great day.